Hi, it's Ian Locke here to answer your questions. The first question was, what was the inspiration behind my book? Well, the inspiration for my book came because when I was younger I lived by a beach and I spent all my weekends walking along beaches, looking for things, having adventures. The second question is how long it took to write the book. Well, to be honest, I wrote the book quite a few years ago when my children were very young, and I don't really remember how long it took me. Many hours, I'm sure, because you have to think a lot, you have to go over what you've written every day, you have to check things, rub things out, and so it takes a long time. Why did I write about an adventure on a beach? As I said before, I lived by a beach and I spent all my time on the beach, and so that's where I had all my young experiences. Is it a hobby or a job? Well, it started out, writing started out as a hobby, but if I keep writing, I would like it to become more a job than a hobby, and then my life would be perfect. Do I care about the environment? I've always cared about the environment. When I was younger I was a member of Greenpeace, and I've always been involved with ecological groups for most of my young life. Why Scotland? Well, Scotland for me is my favourite country. I've been there many times, in many different times of the year, and Scotland is always beautiful. In the winter it's beautiful, in the summer it's beautiful. It's just a fabulous country. It's just undescribable. What's the difference between a guillemot and a seagull? Well, a guillemot is really a penguin. There aren't any penguins in the North Pole, in the north of Europe, but it really takes the place of a penguin. And a seagull is not at all like a penguin. Am I satisfied with the book I wrote? Yes, I'm satisfied always. When you finish something, you have to be satisfied with it. Of course, you keep improving, and the next book is always going to be better than the last one because you're always improving as a writer. But I'm very satisfied with the book. I spent a lot of time writing it, trying to get it just right, with little bits of humour, interesting words that I hope you've learned. Anyway, that's all. Thank you very much. Thank you for reading my book, and I hope you read my next. Bye.